What's up everyone, my name is Itssbbz and today we are going to talk about my Amiibo collection. I'm gonna pick everything down from there, I'm gonna get them all cleaned up, and then we are going to go through them, each one of them, to check out all of the ones that I actually have. I haven't done this in a while, I don't even know how many there are, so let's actually get into this. Alright, so there are a lot of Amiibos to go through, so let's not waste any time. So let's get started with the Smash Brothers collection, excluding the ones from Zelda and Fire Emblem and Splatoon, because I want to go through those separately. But anyways, let's start picking them up. Alright, so these are actually all of the Smash Brothers Amiibo that I have, excluding the Fire Emblem and the Zelda ones, because like I said, I do want to take them separately. But right here, we actually have a whole little army. Let's get them together a little bit here so we can have a little bit of a separation. So we'll get started with, let's see where he is, right there. Actually my first Amiibo, and it's not surprising that it's the Super Mario one. I actually got this one and the original Link one. Let's see, these two were my first two Amiibos, but like I said, I'll take this one later. But those two were my first two, and I do have a little soft spot in my heart for those two. Don't really like the flame thing he did right there. I would much prefer if he did something else, because this just, well, it looks like he's fighting, but he looks too angry to be Mario. Anyways, let's just go through them in no particular order after this, because I actually have no clue in what order I bought them in. So right here, we do have the little Mr. Game & Watch. I choose the parachuting one because I've actually in my life parachuted. I've taken the whole lectures and everything, and I actually had a certificate to be a skydiver for a while. I don't anymore because it's been too long since I did that, but I did once, and that's why I chose the little skydiving dude for this one. You do have the others you can choose from, and I do think they're cool, but I do like the skydiver the most. Moving on from him, let's see, we have little Mike from Little Punch-Out Dude. I like this dude. Real battle stance, I really like him. And while we're at the battle stance, we do have a third-party one right here, Ryu from Street Fighter. This is actually one of my favorite third-party Amiibos because he looks really detailed, and I freaking love him. Anyways, while we're at it, let's take a look at Bayonetta right here. I don't remember if this is the first or the second edition. I think this is the second edition, but I do like her the same. She's too big for her freaking stand. You can see her feet sticking out right there. I really like this lady. Let's see, we have the main antagonist from freaking Xenoblade right here, and I do like the sword he has and everything. Really detailed character, cool jacket and everything. I like the character design on this one. After that, we have a favorite of mine, Diddy Kong. I like this one. I don't particularly like these little plastic holders, and I'll show you in later ones why, but this one is fine, but yeah. I do like the pose he has though. He looks really happy, and they really capture the spirit of Diddy in this one. Star Fox right here. on the sprint. It kind of looks a little bit more like Star Fox Adventures Star Fox than... I don't know if there's any skins that actually deviates them, but this reminds me more of Star Fox Adventures with him like dashing or dabbing, I don't know, dabbing forward. Like the detail on this one. I do like that they choose blue right here, space themed and everything, so this one I'm giving a pass with the whole plastic extra. Let's go with one of my newer ones. Let's go with the freaking bad guy. Star Wolf or whatever his name is. I love the details on this freaking amiibo. The claws, everything. Really, really cool amiibo. Let's jump into one of my favorite Nintendo characters overall. Freaking Wario, the master of farting and mini competitions. I mean, if they wouldn't have Super Mario Party, I think they would call it Super Wario Party if they just figured it out earlier, because that would be the perfect freaking main guy for those games. Anyways, I do like the amiibo they have right here. It's in his biker suit up gear, and I do like this. Would love one in the original suit, but I'm not complaining. I do like this one. Alright, we got Pit right here with a little bit of a plastic part right there that I don't like, but overall the rest of the character, even if he's one of the first wave, I do like the details on him. Many of the first wave characters had like blurpy eyes or stuff like that, but I think this one is actually pretty decent. I don't know how detailed it will get, but I mean the eyes are pretty okay on this one, so. Don't like that he's actually, because the wings were white ones, I don't like that they've yellowed over time. Typical Nintendo fashion to have stuff yellowing with time. I mean, look at the NES for example. Right here, we have a big amiibo. Actually, the first amiibo that I actually got like some kind of a reaction that like, this one is heavy. Like, this is a cool one. Bowser in a battle pose. I really like this one. Really detailed, and they captured the essence of freaking Bowser in this one. Oh, let's take a look at someone that I've always hated so much, and well, with that, you can probably guess who I'm thinking of. The freaking dog from Duck Hunt. He laughs at me. He laughs at me so much when I'm playing these games, and I've never liked it. I've always liked the Flash games where you can like shoot him instead of the ducks. And while we're speaking of this guy, they actually had a little bit of a funny moment in the E3 period right there when they announced Banjo-Kazooie is coming, and that means I'm gonna get a freaking Banjo-Kazooie amiibo in the near future. But they actually fooled us. They had this guy standing like some kind of shadow figure, and then it turned out to be this guy instead of Banjo-Kazooie. But it was all rectified. Banjo-Kazooie kicked his butt, so I'm happy with that. I'm probably not making any sense if you didn't see the Nintendo E3 2019 thingy, but anyways, let's move on. Right here, we have Olimar, one of the best games on the freaking GameCube. I love the Pikmin games, especially the first two. I didn't play the third one that much. I do have it on my Wii U, so I need to give it a go at some point, but right here we have the amiibo for him, and I do like that they have the different like State of Flower on them, and that all three of them actually join him on this amiibo. Let's move on to someone that's really cool. Samus from the Metroid games. I do love this amiibo. Battle pose and everything. If I remember correctly, this was one of the first amiibos that was wrongly printed, so she had a gunner arm on both sides, and that one went on eBay for like a ton of money, but kind of cool to think back on. I don't think they do let go of the misprint ones that much anymore, but in the beginning there were actually a lot of. Moving on, let's do the bad guy. One of my newer amiibos, so we did actually take a look at this one a while ago in one of the Haul of the Months, but I do like Ridley right here. She looks really freaking evil, and I do like the ice dash she's standing on. Oh, Sonic. Let's take a look at Sonic right here. It's such a shame with the big hunk of plastic holding him up right here, because, I mean, if they only, like, stiffened him up a little or put one of the feet down a bit, they would be able to hold him up. But I do like the amiibo anyways. It's in a dash pose, and Sonic's always been performing at his best when he's dashing. A little bit of a double meaning right there. Anyways, let's take a look at a random one. Let's pop up little Falco right here from the Star Fox games. Really detailed, this one. I really like this one. It really resembles Fox, but they're turned. I really think that's cool. They are kind of the counterpart of each other, even if they're both good guys. And I like that they even put the little gun right there. Attention to detail, and I love it. Oh, let's do Dark Pit right here, the bad version of Pit. Now, I didn't really play the newer Kid Icarus games, so I don't have any clue what this guy is about. But in the older Kid Icarus game, I don't think this guy was available. But he looks really cool anyways, I do like him. So, yeah, cool one. Something that I'm actually looking for, that I'm trying my best to get before the year's end, because I have kind of like a checklist of things that I want for my collection, and one of the items I really want when it comes to accessories is the true version of Rob the Robot, so I'm actually on the hunt for that. But right here, I do have a little bit of a placeholder, my Rob the Robot Amiibo. I chose the Famicom Colors one because, I mean, Famicom is cooler when it comes to the Rob. You just need to watch out so that he doesn't like start living or something AVGN style, because that would be freaking scary. Let's take a look at these two at the same time, because I don't like them. These are the Mii Fighters Amiibos. Here they are. Let's move on. One of my favorite Nintendo characters ever. I love his games, and I think I own all of them at this point. Freaking Yoshi. I love Yoshi, and he's freaking, everything about him is cute. And he's throwing of eggs and everything. I freaking love him. Oh, let's see. Let's do his bad guy, because usually in the Yoshi games it's Baby Bowser that's the bad guy, and right here we have him in his little little flying thingy. I really think he's cute, and I love it. While we're at cute ones, let's take a look at Villager. I've never really cared for the Animal Crossing games, and you might notice this while we're going through my collection. I don't have any of the Animal Crossing Amiibos, and there's actually kind of a reason for that. I don't like the games. But I do have the Amiibo for this guy, because at some point he was getting kind of hard to get a hold of. So we had one left in the old game store, and I picked him up because of that reason. While we're at the ones that I actually picked up because they were getting hard to find, both of these ones, so we start with Ness right here. He was running out fast, and I think that's because he's an Earthbound character. Earthbound has always been a series that's been beloved by the Nintendo fans, and that's been somewhat forgotten by Nintendo. We never get any collectibles, nothing. Not even a mention, not the modded free game for Game Boy, nothing. We have to fix that stuff ourselves with fan translations and everything. But we did get an Amiibo of them, and they went out of stock fast in the old game store. So this one was one of the ones that I picked up really fast when he was released. And his little counterpart wasn't released at the same time, but I do like him anyways in his PK Power pose right there in the middle of screaming PK, and I really like this one too. This one was one of the ones that I picked up instantly because I was scared that it was actually gonna go out of stock. Ooh, there aren't a lot of them left right now. Let's do Dr. Mario right here, a classic from the NES. I've always loved the Dr. Mario games. Kind of a twist on Tetris, but yeah, they mixed it up enough to make it really interesting. So right here we have him, pill in hand and everything. This is actually one of the Amiibos that's yellowed a lot over the years. If you see his back right here, it's really yellowed. So I need to, well, I'm trying to stop smoking, so this is a good thing. So hopefully in the future my characters won't get this smoke damage, because I blame all of the yellowing on my cigarettes, unfortunately. Anyways, let's move on to one of my newer ones. I did take a look at this one in the newest Haul of the Month video, so we're not going to go into detail on this one. King K. Rool, he's cool, and I like it. Mega Man, right here, one of my favorite game series throughout the years, and when this Amiibo was released, this was one of the ones that I instantly picked up because I thought it was looking so freaking cool, and I needed him in my collection. After that, we do have Rosalina right here. This is actually also one of the ones that I picked up because she was getting hard to get a hold of, and I'm always almost flipping Cloud off right there. But this was one of the ones that was getting hard to find, so I picked her up. Don't like the whole thing with the Luma right here. The Luma could have been standing on the platform instead, and we didn't have to have all that plastic, but I do like her anyways. She's really cute looking, and I think she's adorable. And to my last two Smash Amiibos, and actually two of my favorite Amiibos overall, but then again, I am a ridiculously huge fan of Final Fantasy VII. So we'll start out with the original skin, Cloud, right here. This is the first edition that got released with the original outfit from the original game right here. The big Buster Sword. Also original Buster Sword, not the Advent Children one. I love the attention to detail in this one, and to actually have a little bit of a figurine from Final Fantasy VII, they're actually kind of hard to find. And on eBay they go for quite a lot and all of that, so when this one was released, I actually almost missed out on him, but my colleagues at my Webhallen store, they were actually nice enough to let me have this one because they know how big of a fan I am, so thanks guys. And to the second edition of him, right here we have Cloud Advent Children version, and as you can see, the outfit has progressed a little. The sword has progressed a little also. It's not the original Buster Sword, it's like a big one that can splice into different ones. You'll have to see the movie to get what I'm talking about, but it's kind of cool, so yeah. And the Amiibo is really, really detailed. I love this one. Whew, that was actually quite a lot of Amiibos, and we're not even halfway through, so I'm gonna get these out of the way, like this. And let's start taking a look at the Zelda ones. Alright, I think that is all of them, so the Amiibo collection of Zelda figurines is actually kind of huge, this one also, but I do think I have all of the Zelda related Amiibos in my collection right now. Looking down here to see if I missed any, but I don't think so. Yeah, let's move on to these. And if I've missed anything, for example, if I'm missing a Zelda Amiibo, that would be terrible, so please tell me in the comments if I'm missing anything. But let's get into these. So we'll push them a little bit to this side and we'll go through them. So let's start out with the original one. Let's see, where are you? There you are, at the outmost. So this is the first Link Amiibo released on the Smash Bros. Platform, but it can also be used with the Breath of the Wild game. All of them can, but this one was the first one from the Zelda stuff. So I do like this one, battle pose and everything. It's really reminiscent of Smash Bros. Right there with the, like I said, with the battle pose, and I do like that. Don't like the hunk of plastic right there though, but eh. So let's continue with the Link ones for now. So we'll take the Rider one next, and this is one that at the beginning was kind of hard to get a hold of, and at least in Sweden they're very much available right now. So anyways, here's the Rider one, Link sitting on a Epona right here. I do like this one. It's also really in the moment, and I love it. It's kind of more reminiscent of the E3 trailer, the original trailer they showed when they announced Breath of the Wild with the whole hood and everything. I do like it. I really do like it. Let's move on to the Ocarina of Time Link right here. He's actually playing the Ocarina and Shield and everything. So this one is actually the Ocarina of Time version of Link, the adult version. And I really do like all the attention to detail on this one. The sword, the shield, the Ocarina, everything. I freaking love this. So the next one we'll take a look at is the Twilight Princess version right here. As you can see, the smaller Triforce symbol on the shield and the darker tunic and the darker hair is very much reminiscent of the Twilight Princess one. Like I said, please correct me if I'm wrong because I haven't gone through them for a while, but I do think this was the Twilight Princess version. Really cool one. Don't really know what he's doing, if he's like adjusting the shield on his hand or something, but I still like that he's like in the middle of doing something. Really cool pose. The next one is the Skyward Sword amiibo right here. I love the pose and everything, and the scabbard for the sword is like really detailed, and I do like it a lot right there. Sword also really detailed, and the shield, everything actually is really detailed on this one. Even the like chain link underneath his tunic is very detailed. I really love it. I think that was all. No, we do have the Archer one left, and instead of giving us the ugly freaking hunk of plastic, they actually was smart enough on this one to give us like a little cloud or something that he's like pushing off from, and I freaking love it. And with the ancient arrow and everything right here, really cool looking with the shield. I do love that he's like in the middle of it, something. That's like the most of the amiibos that I do love is where they are posing in the middle of doing something awesome. So this one is a high one in my book, and I love the pose it's holding right here. All right, let's touch in the middle. Let's do Wolflink, and then we do the younglings. So right here we do have Midna and Wolflink. I love this amiibo. I didn't even pick up the Twilight Princess remake, but I picked up the amiibo because I think it's freaking awesome. There's not a lot to say about this one. It's super detailed. Midnight's super detailed. I really like it. And let's... oh, we do have the 8-bit version of Link right here. I love the 8-bit versions of amiibos. They are really cool, and you actually got some fun items out of this one in Breath of the Wild. So this was one that I actually used a lot, and I do like it. It's really, really cool looking. Boom. All right, let's do Majora's Mask right here. This is the one from Majora's Mask. He's holding the Goron mask in front of his face right here. The shield and the sword are the youngling versions. I really like this one. Really detailed, and I really like it. And moving on from this one, we have the Wind Waker one right here with the Wind Waker in hand, trying to direct the wind right there. Shield from that game, really detailed, really good looking. I do like the cartoonish amiibos also when it comes to Link, because they really actually captured the essence of the character from those games. And Young Link amiibo from the Smash series. The same shield on this one, and the Master Sword instead of the Wind Waker. In the middle of the battle right here, I love this amiibo. Really cool looking. Moving on from that, let's jump into Zelda and all her variations. We'll get started with the toonish version of her right here. After being transformed from a pirate into a princess right here. I really like this one. If you played Wind Waker, you know what I mean. And really detailed, really happy looking. Love the colors, love everything on it. Super awesome. After that, let's jump into her more adult version, the Ocarina of Time version right here, I think it is. And really detailed. Actually, I think this was Wave 2 when they started releasing amiibos, and I did pick this one up instantly because it was a Zelda one. I do love the Zelda ones, and yeah, this one is awesome. From there, we can actually jump into Sheik right here, Zelda's alter ego in Ocarina of Time. This one is also very detailed. Too bad with the hunk of plastic right here, but other than that, it's actually really cool looking in the middle of like "Hi-ya" pose, and I do like it. And the last Zelda amiibo right here, we have the Breath of the Wild version. This one is also very detailed. It's lovely looking. They really capture the essence of Zelda from Breath of the Wild in this one. And as we saw in the trailer on E3, we are getting a Breath of the Wild 2, and we're gonna see a lot more of this little lady in that game. Let's see. We have a couple of bad guys. Let's do them. The really big one right here, that is really hard to fit among the rest of my amiibos, but I do like him. It's one of the cooler amiibos with his adjustable legs and everything, but he's kind of hard to fit in the collection because of the legs, but yeah. After that, we have a little Mogoblin, or whatever they call them. He's really detailed, really cute looking if you ask me, and they actually captured this one straight out of Breath of the Wild. It's really, really cute looking. And the last bad guy out of the ones that I have right here, and it's Ganondorf. He's a human version from Ocarina of Time. Really evil, really determined looking, and I do love this amiibo right here. After that, we have the 4 Guardians from Breath of the Wild, so I actually don't know the name of them by heart right now, so we just go through them. Oops, sorry lady. The first one right here with her trident, really good looking. Love this one. The bird guy with his bow, also very detailed with the dreadlocks. Well, not dreadlocks, the locks right there and everything. The scarf, the bow, really cool looking. The Darude Sandstorm one, I've always thought this one looked really, really weird because the hunk of plastic is like standing right up in her cooter. So this one is actually kind of weird, but detailed and really cool looking. The only weird thing is the whole having a big hunk of plastic in the cooter thing, but yeah. They chose to put it right there. Someone in marketing had to have seen it, but they let it slide, so I'm gonna let it slide. And the last one right here, and one of the bigger ones, also with a big hunk of plastic up his butt right here, but I'm gonna let that one slide because this one is really cool and detailed. The chain going around him all the way around is really detailed looking. He's big fucking Goron sword right here, and he's super happy. I mean, who can be angry looking at this happy old face? This is a cute one. And that was actually all of the Zelda ones, so let's push them into the side here, and let's jump into Super Mario Odyssey. So, the ones that I picked up from that game aren't, well, they didn't release that many from that game, so I did miss a couple of them. The Boo, for example, I didn't pick up, and they were kind of conjoined with the 3D game on the 3DS, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me on this one, please. But anyways, here are the red ones. If you look at the base, it's the red ones, so I'm plotting them together. So we'll start out with the enemies right here. The turtle right here is super cute, all colorful, all happy. I freaking love this one, and I actually just picked him up because of how freaking adorable he is. After that, we have the Goomba, and just like the previous one, this one is freaking adorable. I love how this one looks. It's just super cute, and I want to stomp him. After that, we have the big baddie Bowser in his wedding outfit. Now, this is taken straight out of Super Mario Odyssey. I love the attention to detail on this one. The hat is super cool looking. The shell is freaking awesome looking. Everything about this one is cool, and I freaking love the amiibos that came out of Super Mario Odyssey. Next up is Princess Peach, and this is actually another one where my smoking habit actually kind of damaged it. If you look at her veil right here, it's all yellowed out, and it's really unfortunate. So the resale value of these aren't that high, but I don't care because I love my amiibos, and I'm gonna, when I'm like old and in a retirement home, I'm gonna be sitting there hugging these and telling everyone to bugger off. So that's my future. Anyways, the last one out of the Super Mario Odyssey ones is Super Mario. Really love the pose he's got right here in the middle of everything with his wedding outfit. I do think it's kind of a missed opportunity not to release Paulette, or whatever her name is, Pauline Paulette, whatever, the mayor of the Donkey Kong City, Metro City. I think it's such a shame that they didn't give her an amiibo because she is well deserving of an amiibo. Anyways, we got a bunch of them right here, so we're gonna start doing on this side of the table. I'm gonna do a little bit like this, and let's continue with some more of the miscellaneous ones, the ones outside of a collection. While we're at the subject of Mario, we have two more of the 8-bit amiibos right here. Old school 8-bit Mario amiibo. Really love these. And with the new school colors right here, These two were actually released for Super Mario Maker. That's why they have the 8-bit style on them. And I freaking love them. They are super cool. And I love what they did with that game. Anyways, let's do some Kirby ones. I actually don't have a Kirby amiibo, but I do have a lot of his side dudes right here. Well, I do have Kirby on this one, but none of the Kirbys from the Smash collection. Right here is my cute little Kirby on his little cloud. These were released for the 3DS Kirby game, and I'm actually not... I can't use them because I don't have a reader for my 3DS. Oh well, I do have the XL, so I might have a reader on that one, but on my original, I can't use these. Anyways, here's Waddle Dee, really cute looking, sitting on his little cloud with stars on it. And last but not least in this little collection is the big baddie with his frickin' hammer, and I do like this one. This one is also, I think this one is more taken straight out of Smash Brothers than out of the game for Kirby, but anyways, I do love to play this one in Smash, so I got it in this version because it's really cute with his hammer. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 more before we go into the last two collections. So first off, my Metroid ones right here. Samus in the sitting position with the blue amiibo base. Really cool. I actually like the blue base. And I do like this one also because it's really detailed and it's really cute looking. And the little Metroid escaping from the test tube. This one is awesome. I freaking love this one and the attention to detail. And it's actually one of the bigger amiibos that I have because of, well, the test tube and everything. Love this one. Let's see. We have the Pikmin released for the 3DS Pikmin game right here. This is a game that I didn't even get, but I did get the amiibo because I think it's super cute with all the little Pikmins and everything, so I love this one. And one of my bigger freaking amiibos, and heavier also, the Detective Pikachu. I don't know why they went with this size on this one, but I'm not complaining. It's super cute, and I mean, the only thing that is missing from this one is like flipping his tail and Ryan Reynolds' voice would pop out or something, but I'll take it. It's freaking super cute looking, and I think it's freaking adorable. And the last miscellaneous amiibo that I have that will get company from 3 more amiibos pretty soon, but not just yet. My beloved Shovel Knight amiibo. This is one of my favorite amongst the Final Fantasy ones that I have in my collection. I love this amiibo, and yeah, it's the first time that I know of that a third-party developer made an amiibo for their game, and it's the first time an indie developer made an amiibo for the game. And I love this amiibo. I freaking do. It's all the details are there, everything is there, and it's freaking awesome. I kind of forgot, I do have some more miscellaneous one. Let's go with the next one. Chibi Chibi Robot. Really cute amiibo. I haven't actually played the games for this, but I thought the amiibo was super cute, and I found it in the pre-owned section at GameStop, so I kinda had to. After this one, we do have the the one from Dark Souls right here. The Praising the Sun amiibo. I love this one, it's super cool. Let's see, get these into picture because they were kind of sitting outside if I'm seeing it correctly. Anyways, let's go with the last 2 miscellaneous ones. It's my Donkey Kong Skylanders and Amiibo thingy. We actually went through this one, how you can switch between 2 modes by clicking it right like this. We actually went through that in the Haul of the Month video where we looked at this one, so I'm not going to go into that much detail, but this is a combination of an Amiibo and a Skylander figurine, and I think it's kind of cool looking. And when you got that one, you actually got this kind of cool DK car also with it, so that's kind of cool. Let's jump into the Fire Emblem ones. A couple of ones right here are combined with the whole Smash Brothers one, but we're gonna take a look at them anyways. So right here we do have them. Let's get started with this big little dude right here. If I'm not mistaken, his name is Ike or something like that, and it's he's a really cool brawler with a big frickin' sword and everything. Big red cool cape, and I really like this one. One of my most played character in Smash Brothers, actually. Next up, we have Robin right here, and this is actually one of my recent pickups, Robin. He was instantly sold out in the old game store where I used to work, and I didn't get a hold of him until like a couple months ago, actually. And I really like the attention to detail on this one, the crooked sword that he has in the game and everything. Really cool looking one. Let's move into Roy right here. Roy was actually one of the ones that was introduced in Melee, and this one is really detailed and really cool looking. One of my most played character in Melee, not anymore, but one of my most played characters. Let's go with Marth right here. Also one of my most played character and one of my favorites in the newer one, the newest Smash also. Really detailed, really good looking with the emblem on his cape and everything. Really like this one. And last but not least, we got I think this is version 2 of the Fire Emblem, the latest Fire Emblem one. I think it's the latest one. No, they released something since then, but it's one of them, and this one is actually really cool. Really detailed. I love the flaming sword and everything. Really cool, this one. And moving on from her, we're moving into the straight up only Fire Emblem ones. We have this one right here in the middle of the windy post. I really like what they did with this one. Let's see. One of the main characters from that game. Really lovely, this one. I can't remember the names of them because it's been a while, and I only played through that game once, so yeah. But here she is with a lot of details and really good looking. After that, we got this green-haired bad boy right here. Really good looking, really detailed. Everything is freaking awesome with this one. And these two were actually released like in a pack, if I'm not mistaken. And the last one from this one, I think this little girl is called Tiki or something. She's really cute looking. I love the attention to detail on her with the green hair and the tiara and everything. Super cute looking. It is getting super warm. Let's get into the last collection of Amiibos I have, and it's the Splatoon collection of Amiibos. So let's start picking them up. There we go. That's all of the Splatoon ones I have. I am missing the Splatoon Smash Brothers related one, so I am missing one if it's not two. I don't remember how many there were, but at least one I'm missing. So let's take a look at the first batch. So this one and the green one right here were actually released in a combo pack, if I'm not mistaken. It was the first pack released, except you could get them divided also, but I got them in a combo pack, and I think they're really cool and really detailed. This was one of the first ones where I started to really appreciate the attention to details on the Amiibos. I mean, the tank is like half full and everything. It's really cool looking on these two. And how he's like in the middle of action splashing up. I really like the octopus right there. And after that, they actually released the Squid Sisters that we have right here. That was in the original game, and that's I still haven't played through the story in the second one, but it looks like there's like secret agent stuff concerning these two. So they're really cool, and I do like the attention to detail on both of them. And their song. I do love their song, if I have to be honest. Let's see, let's get this bad boy. He was kind of lying down. So, there we go. After that, they released a second pack with, let's see, it was like a color variation. So it's these, no, not you. Or, yeah, okay, it is this one. So a color variation of the first pack was released as a 3-pack. And it's the exact same one as the first one. It's just a color variation because of the different colors during the different matches in Splatoon. But they're still super cute. I like them. I like the attention to detail. Like I said with the earlier ones, even the tanks are like half filled and everything. Super cool. And then Splatoon 2 was released, and they actually released, let's see here, 3 combo packs so far. The first one was with this squid right here jumping up. I think it's this one. Jumping up, looking all awesome and everything. I really like this one. Later, they released, let's see, these 2. Octolings, Squidlings, these 2 Squidlings. Middle of action, both of them, the dual wielding right here and the old school one-handed wielding right there. Really attention, really detail. I love the attention to detail. Freaking awesome. And then they released the new Squid Sisters in one pack that looks like this, and they are also super detailed and awesome. But I gotta say, even if she has dreadlocks, I'm always loving the dreadlocks, but even if she has dreadlocks, I gotta say that I did like the original sisters better. And then when they released the DLC that made the Octolings playable, we did get an Octoling amiibo right here, along with 2 fighters that are like in the middle of fighting. And I do like that we got a brush and a roller, because that's how I freaking played the Splatoon games. Holy crap, I am super warm and sweaty right now. And that was all of my amiibos. Let's see, let's collect them, see if I can get one big hug around all of them. I actually can't. This is freaking awesome. So, I'm actually gonna say goodbye right here, and I'm gonna leave it on a little bit of a time lapse when I put them back in their original position above my my window up there. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you like my collection of amiibos. If there are any amiibos that you think I'm missing that I really need to have, please leave a comment on that also. Time lapse time. Alright, so for all of you who stayed until the end, this is how it's going to look from now on above my window where I keep my amiibos. So this is the whole collection. All of them are set in their own little places according to if they're from Zelda, Fire Emblem, or whatever. So thank you for staying until the end, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out!